Good morning, winners. We just finished the Thursday live stream, and I wanted to do a little quick update on Bitcoin. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and get this posted to you guys. So a couple things to think about. I want to put a couple lines in here for you guys to consider. This is one line. You'll notice I've connected it from here to here, here, and here. You had multiple candles riding across that line here. And up here on the upside, we've come down and we've touched that line. We've touched that line. We've touched that line. Every single candle so far is holding that line. And this is pretty simple. The upside line is there. Okay? This is a very well established pattern that we've seen over and over in crypto, where you're in a climb and you have this. I would expect from here, if we can break, let me put a smaller line in, and just so you guys can see this. If we can break here, that line right there, a trend line, typically you need 3 places. Here you've got 4. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. If we can break right here, this area right here, I think we have a chance at trending to the top side. So definitely brings 47 into view, depending on how far out it takes. I think it definitely brings 47.5, 48 into view, could even bring 51 or 2 into view. And if we break out the top, then we're on our way, okay? But this is the pattern that we're in. And to be quite frank about it, I think if we were to break down here, it would be a lot longer time in correction. And I'm not saying we can't from here bounce down and go down quickly and come right back up, where like at the end of a week, so say for example they hammered Bitcoin with bad news starting next week or Sunday, right when a new candle comes out, and it goes down and hits a new low, and then by the end of that week it comes all the way back up and it has a more of a capitulation event. That can happen. It really can. But all I'm saying to you is, as far as trading goes, this is really holding pretty tough, this trend line here. And even all the way back here, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles riding across that line that touched it. And then here, this one kind of obeyed it. It stayed above it, just barely above it. And that's from here. So that line has about 10, 11 touches in it before we ever got to it over here. And all we've done is pierce it, touch it, pierce it but close above it, and then bounce off of it. Okay? So now we need to see a push above that one little pattern to get to this next line. At this next line, we would want to reevaluate the market. And here's why we would want to do that. Let's get rid of all this. You guys know how I'm constantly talking about Bitcoin doing much bigger ABCs, ABC corrections? Well, part of the reason that I do that is because, let me show it to you this way. I'm going to do the draw tool. So there's an A, B, C, and this could also do an A, B, C. See how that would come across there? And then could do an A, B, C lower down to here. So even though if we take all that drawing tool off, we blow this up, excuse me, let's get rid of that. We blow this up right here, and we move it out to here. Even though that right there looked like the ABC was in, even when that was done and over, I was still warning, hey, this could be a bigger ABC, just keep that in mind. And so we did do a bigger ABC. A, B, C, A, B, C. So there's A down, B up, and then your final C leg always has 5 waves, and in 5 waves, the rule for a 5-wave impulse, whether it be up or down, is wave 3 cannot be the smallest, and it doesn't have to be the biggest. Well, look at this. 1, 2, probably 3 went to about there, 4, 5. So I can count 5 waves here. At the same time, Elliott wave is absolutely drive you up the wall trying to count the waves and get it right, and your ego will get involved and you'll get messed up all the way around the block. Okay? So it's best to just let the chart play out, because even though I can count 5 waves here, I can also count 3 waves here. So are we doing a 4th wave and then we're going to go again? Did we do 5 and we're going to do an A, B, C up to here and then go again? Literally? Who knows? I don't know. I don't pretend to know. Anybody pretending to know, run from those people. I think it could be detrimental to your trading. There's another thing to consider right here, and I'll draw it into you guys this way. And don't get, blown away scared when I draw this in. But it is something that we all should keep an eye on. And there's a lot of people screaming this right now. Okay, there's kind of the problem with it. That shoulder is not quite completed there. It didn't really come down to the right side of the shoulder. And from that perspective, you would really have a neckline there. That's really your neckline, okay? But let me just tell you something before you get all blown out of shape, because I'm drawing a head and shoulders here, which if it broke down, first of all, if it broke down, that was 64 to 28. One of the reasons that I don't believe in this pattern, and I believe it will be a failed pattern, is because this pattern gives you an actual target of 0. It gives you a target on Bitcoin of 0. Okay, wave your hand if you think Bitcoin's going to 0. I don't think so either. I do see a bit of a fractal as well, because watch this. So this was your first fractal. Putting it in here. That one actually did break and it ran the target. If you work the target on it, this was the target right here. Okay? And this was your neckline for your head and shoulders. So you got a small one, now you got a big one. So small fractal, big fractal. Well, again, this gives you a target of 0. I'm not really believing in that. I could be wrong. I would be bad wrong if I was wrong, but I'm not really believing in that. What I do currently believe in is we are in a bull market, and in that bull market, we have a trend line that has formed right there. And so far, we've had a couple of pokes below it, but every single candle so far is obeying that line. Now, at this point, the only other line we have is there. Let me get it in place. And so another thing not to rule out is don't rule out this. Let's don't rule out this and that. Okay? So all these things I'm talking about are absolute possibilities. Just like it's a possibility we can go down. We can go down and spike down and come up. We can go down and hang down for months and then go up. Guys, this is crypto. And the players that are involved, especially now with these institutions, they want your crypto. Don't ever lose sight of that. It's so important along the way to take your profit. Nobody goes broke taking a profit. Even if you don't sell it all. Even if you just sell a portion. Like if you think back of the stuff we've sold this year, from VIDT to Ethereum Classic to Bitcoin to Ethereum, Even though at times we didn't get all of our order filter. I haven't sold all my Bitcoin. I was planning to. All my orders didn't get hit. I didn't sell all my Ethereum. I was planning to. All my orders didn't get hit. Well, as of now, the chart's been reset. So now my new target on Ethereum is not to sell it when it gets back to my old order. Okay? But this is crypto, and you must take profits along the way. Before this bull market started, I was already on house money. I cannot, if it goes to zero, I cannot lose. As an ultimate win or loss scenario, I cannot lose because I'm on house money. Now I'm on many, many, many millions of dollars that I've taken out of crypto that goes beyond house money. Now I'm house money plus. And it probably should do times. Okay? So it can go to zero. And as if I were to look back at crypto and go, well, was that a winning opportunity or a losing? It's a winning opportunity for me. I cannot lose. Oh, I can lose some dreams and aspirations and things I have in place in my mind that I'm going to do with crypto. I can lose some of that. But as an overall win or loss scenario of being involved, I can't lose. My aim is for every one of you to be in those shoes. Some of you already are. Some of you have been around a while and you're already there. You've already taken all your seed capital out plus profit. You are in a position to win and you cannot lose. For that, I'm happy. But my goal is for each one of you to hit that spot. So anyway, I just want to do a little quick coverage on Bitcoin. I'm not going to, I told you guys a week ago, my expectation is this is actually going to go to the upside, not down. So far, it's drifted down a little bit and bounced off that trend line again. Let's see where it goes. It's really at a critical point right now. Any nice volume-based move that we get to the upside here, it basically takes us out of hot water, but not really until we get past this line here. We got to get past this line to get completely out of hot water. So just pay attention. We may get this move up to here. Don't know if it'll be slow, fast, powerful. Are they going to now turn the coins and start bringing out and hammering the market with all kinds of new news that's to the upside? Again, I told you guys in the live stream today, I think there's a structural change happening. And in that structural change, I think what you can do is you can anticipate to see things you've never seen before. For example, think about what you're seeing right now in the fundamental side of crypto. One day you get 4 or 5 pieces of bad news, and then the next day you get 4 or 5 pieces of good news. Oh, Carl Icahn's going to put money in crypto. Oh, this one over here is raising 400 million, and then the next day, crypto is going to be over in this country we've now hit 2 firms with $870 million worth of fines. So I'm just telling you, because I believe there's a overarching structural change happening in crypto as we move through this period of doggone it, lost my train of thought for half a second. As we move through the overarching cycle of the institutional cycle, this cycle we're in is institutional adoption. And as I told you guys on the live stream today, I was on the phone yesterday with a lot of folks on the Wall Street side, and the institutional buyers that are in place to buy crypto right now is over the moon. You're going to start to see it in the news again, and you'll go, oh, that's what they were up to. They're only ever up to one thing: buy the fear, sell the greed, and buy all the blood on the street. When there's blood on the street, you can guarantee the big boys are there mopping it up with their big bags of money. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. This video concludes quite a few this week of teaching, and we'll get back to some more of that as we move through the next week. Talk soon, guys. 2021 is your year.